It looks like Nigerian government has finally infected Finland government. Why is it that anything Nigeria touches, it always destroys it? But before I go on there, I want to go back on this Simon Ekpa's appeal matter because people have been texting me, sending me DMs on their concerns, knowing very well that 8th of September is the D-Day on the appeal itself. And what is the information as we stand now? The information as it is right now is this. So listen very carefully. Listen carefully so that to avoid misinformation. All hope is not lost on that appeal. Yes, all hope is not yet lost because the only problem we have is getting information from Simon Ekpa himself or his legal team in Finland. They run a very tight circle. I don't know if it's because of they are intimidated in Finland or they have an agreement not to relay messages from their camp. But let me tell you the good news here. The good news is that Simon Ekpa had 7 days to tell the court that he wants to appeal. Just an oral statement. Then he had 30 days to write that appeal. I read it here yesterday, and let me read it again today. If you watched my video yesterday, you would have heard me say it clearly. I said it yesterday, so let me repeat myself again. In Finland, after the district court issues its judgment, the appellant, must declare their intent, to appeal within 7 days. This can be done either oral or written. Do you understand? Now, once the intent to appeal is declared, the appellant must file the formal written appeal within 30 days. So there are 2 stages. One, that you must inform the court. After informing the court, then you now write the appeal. So the appeal is actually a written statement that should be written and sent to the court detailing why you want to appeal. But before you do that, you have to first of all tell them that I am going to challenge this judgment so that they know that it's not yet final. That was what was supposed to happen between the 1st and 8th. And sometimes it can be done secretly or publicly. It doesn't matter. It is the main appeal itself. When he writes, throughout the 30 days, that we can now totally verify if he has actually appealed or not. But the first 8 days, yes, we are supposed to know, but it's possible that, because it is oral, that it was just done secretly or quietly, and there's no much information about it. Knowing very well that even the groups have said, like the BRG and other officials that have heard and have done little verification here and there, many groups have said they're going to, appeal, and I'm sure that Simon Ekpa listens to the groups himself, just like I said yesterday. But I wanted to hear a very strong, verifiable evidence from Ekpa or the lawyers himself, and that's what I did not hear. But it doesn't mean that he has accepted the verdict himself or not. It just means that we'll have to run along, we'll have to have patience and keep watching to see if information from his camp will get to us. Maybe when they finally file it is what they are waiting before they make it public. That's what I'm hoping for. That when they finally file it within the 30 days, then they make it public to us. But for the one of oral, I think, someone can say something and tomorrow can change his mind. So it's possible that they didn't want to talk about the oral because they were still discussing it privately to be very sure that they expected that it was what he wanted to do. So it's only when it is written, which is throughout the 30 days now that he has to write it, is when, yes, it is now formal. So the 7 days is an informal information to the court, while the 30 days is a formal written, statement that I want to appeal the case for this and this reason. And that one now becomes binding and what everybody can now know about. So that is what is going on right now, and I believe that whatever is happening along the line, we will know. And I'll always give you information as at that. But all hope is not yet lost. And many people are already saying that maybe he has accepted the verdict and is going to prison. That has not been verified as I'm talking to you now. But in all this, I want to say my mind. And this is maybe not the spot. It looks as if the Nigerian government has finally gotten into the skin of the Finland government by one way or the other. Because in all this case going on right now, it's clear that they are using Nigerian justice system to handle Simon Ekpa. They are using Nigerian pattern to handle him, not the Finland way. It looks as if the Nigerian government has been informing the Finland government not to treat Ekpa like a Finland citizen. That he should handle him, he should rough handle him, he should treat him anyhow. It doesn't matter because you will not get anything from him if you don't follow that pattern. And the Finland government, of course, has decided to do that. If not, tell me, why will you arrest a man and you can't grant him bail? Number one, why? What has he done that warrants you not to grant him bail ever since November? When? In a whole Europe that has rule of law. Apart from that, number two, why would you arrest a man and deny him of proper defense? Why? Because there have been rumors that it's the Finland government that actually, recommended or gave him a lawyer to defend him. Now tell me, how would you prosecute a man and also be defending the same person you're prosecuting? Finland government is prosecuting him. The Finland government also gives him a lawyer. How is that possible? How is that going to happen? How? Is that the reason why many things happening around him are being kept a secret? Is it because the lawyers are advising him, your lawyers, the one you gave him, are advising him, with what you told him? Of course, this is also a game. Don't tell people what is going on in this court. We don't want people's eye to be here. So that you can do anything to him and get away with it. Is that what's going on now? A closed court? A secret trial? A secret trial? Because that's what it looks like. Simon Ekpa's case looks like a secret trial. Also, why was he rearrested when he had been released before and dropped all charges that his hands were clean? Why was he rearrested? Tell me. You are yet to answer these questions and calling out for you one by one. Why was Simon Ekpa rearrested the second time after a meeting with Nigerian government officials? Also, and this is very important, why has Simon Ekpa not been able to speak to the public, to speak to his people, to speak to his family, to speak to his groups, to his friends, tell on what has been going on throughout this court trial? And why has Simon Ekpa not been able to publicly come out and say if he wants to appeal or not? Doesn't he deserve to tell people that he wants to appeal or not? Why are you people bullying him or scaring him? Is it possible that you are the ones who told him not to appeal? You forced him, threatened him that he should not appeal or he should not say anything he's doing to the public? Because up till now, a man who has mouth doesn't talk. A man who has eye doesn't look. He looks like a man who is under oath. And that is not what we can take. This doesn't look like a free trial at all. A trial that he is free to express himself. Even prisoners do talk. Even people in life imprisonment do talk. But look at Simon Ekpa in the court. He comes in and goes out. Nothing. Time for appeal. Nothing. The only people that is talking is the Finland government. Nobody is saying anything from Simon and his defense. What kind of defense is that? And now we are waiting to hear appeal decision from him. We cannot hear it. Why? Nobody knows. We are hoping now that he has gone to file the appeal, maybe in secret. Maybe he's doing it as a team because he has 30 days, of course. So we are hoping that he used 30 days to file the appeal paperwork. So is there any rules and regulations in this court that goes against his fundamental human rights? Because the way it's going, it looks as if this court is being held against Simon Ekpa's fundamental human rights that says that any suspect is a suspect until proven guilty by competent court, and in this case, the highest court. So district court doesn't have the power to declare Simon Ekpa guilty until the higher court accepts it. And that is why we are waiting for Simon Ekpa to go ahead and test his rights in the higher court. And up till now, it looks as if the government of Finland is strong-arming him, making him not to talk, shutting his voice down. Are you forcing him because you have an agreement with the Nigerian government to make sure that you promise that you're going to persecute this man and put him in jail, and you want to fulfill that obligation so that whatever was given to you will be justified? You have ended them. Because until you do that, you go kill for truth. Now you want to forcefully do it. Because you know that if it's about cooperation, Simon Ekpa can never cooperate. So you want to bully him. How can you do that? Now you know if you go to appeal court, like I said in my former video, it's possible that the case will be struck off because that district court is just a fake and lay judges. And you people are aware. That's why you don't want him to test it. I just hope not. Just hope not that this case, you allow Ekpa to do what he wants to do. Don't coerce him into accepting what he doesn't want to accept because of what you want to achieve. And we hope that this month we are still watching to see the final decision from his side. There is no way in this world that somebody will be tried in this way, in a secret way like this, that will not know what's going on in the court. We don't have information, we don't have anything. That's bad. And also a very annoying one is jailing somebody without verifiable evidence. You are jailing this man without a verifiable evidence. Where is the evidence? How did you verify the evidence? You said you committed a crime in Nigeria. Are you not supposed to visit Nigeria? Are you not supposed to come to Nigeria to verify the evidence of what he did from the people that he did it to? Don't worry, I'll do a video on this particular one, my next video, so that you all will understand the injustice going on in this Simon Ekpa's case. It's very annoying and very, very irritating. And we hope that as I'm talking to you now, the lawyers are pressing down this case. Don't accept this. Don't accept. If they know they're doing the right thing, they will not force you, to drop your appeal. They will not force you to drop your appeal. You have to take your rights. Try your right to the end. Try it. I've been your host, Chi Ne Do. Thank you for watching this video. See you next one. Peace.